everybody. St. Jude is gearing up to host a walk and run event to support the fight against childhood cancer. Joining us this morning to talk more about the upcoming event are St. Jude staff member Bianca Roman, Paisley Kavanaugh, and her mother, Kaylin Kavanaugh. Good morning, ladies. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
This is really, tell us, okay, first of all, the event is next Saturday, right?
Yes, so we have our St. Jude 5K walk run, and it'll be on September 28th at Liberty Station. So it's NTC Park at Liberty Station in Point Loma for those of you that are familiar with the area.
All right, Kaylin, talk to us about why this is so important to you. Obviously, your daughter had to have treatment at St. Jude, successful, 4 years cancer-free.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us about the experience.
Yeah, well, you know, basically it's events like these that really help support families like us. We are fortunate enough where we have not had to worry about any of the financial obligations that go along with treatment, especially treatment being out of state.
Yeah.
Many people think there's all different St. Jude hospitals. There's not. There's one and only in Memphis, Tennessee, and it's just been fabulous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Paisley, talk to us about your experience with St. Jude.
I love St. Jude. When you think of a hospital, you think only medical, not fun, where St. Jude is absolutely the opposite. All the nurses and the doctors, they're fun, they're funny. They always make you have a good time there.
It just seems like when we look at pictures like this, is that you?
Yeah.
And that's at the hospital, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, I like the way you put it. They make it fun, they're funny, they have a sense of humor, and I'd imagine being there with other children who are experiencing the same thing is really helpful, right?
It is. And you can always relate to other people, where whenever you're somewhere else, you kind of feel alone.
Yeah.
Where at the hospital, you have someone else to bond with.
Wow. And so how long were you at the hospital?
Almost a total of 3 months.
Really? 3 months.
Yeah, so from when we made the phone call to the doctor, the next morning, it was a Saturday morning, he called and said, "We want you here. How soon can you get here?" And I said, "Well, you say when." And it was about 5, 6, 7 days later that we were on a plane to Memphis. We spent 3 weeks there doing all of her baseline evaluations, and where they really get to know her brain tumor, everything about it. And then it was shortly right there, about 7 days after, we started her 6 weeks of proton radiation.
And so did you I would imagine going through that with other kids your age, that you forged some friendships, right?
Yeah.
Did you make a lot of friends?
Yeah, we have our little group that we always go with.
Really?
We actually go back next weekend, and we plan our trip accordingly so we can all travel together, and so we all get to visit because we're all from different parts of the country.
Right. But you forge those friendships, you can keep social media, you guys can stay in touch and everything.
Right.
And you started out by saying something that is really paramount in all of this, is you were able to go through the treatment without having to worry about the financial aspect. They take care of everything.
They do.
Yes, in fact, that's one of the special things about St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is that families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because all the families should worry about is really helping their child live.
Yeah, and that's what this event next Saturday is all about, helping kids like you, and there are lots of other ones who they could benefit from the same type of treatment and without the financial burden. So here's the information, everybody. Saturday, September 28th, it's next Saturday, it's at NTC Park at Liberty Station from 8 to noon, $10. Any money is going right back to St. Jude, right, and it's supporting kids wherever they may be in our country, or probably around the world, I would imagine.
Yes, worldwide.
Worldwide, right? Without having to worry about the financial burden. And we're so glad you're 4 years now. That's great. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming. Thanks for sharing your story, Paisley. All right, today is the 35th